Hi everyone, my name is Ben Honan and I'm your UCC SU president for the year. This is my first video blog. I'm sorry it's a little bit late. We had some technical difficulties for the first week or two, but hopefully if it goes well, we'll make it a regular thing. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple of things. Firstly, I'm just going to introduce the rest of the team, the other lads who are elected to work full time. Then I'm going to talk about one or two things we've been up to within the union. I'm going to mention class rep elections, and lastly I'm going to talk about the match on Sunday. So to start with, your deputy president is Shane Murphy. He's campaigns officer as well, so he runs local and national campaigns for students. Your education officer is Carol Driscoll, who helps with academic and educational matters. Your welfare officer is Dave Carey, who does everything non-academic, so stuff like health issues, financial issues, accommodation. And your communications and commercial officer is Owen Healy, who runs on our website and tries to make money for the union. So in terms of what we've been doing, Fresh Week went really well. We had our first ever on-campus Freshers Ball and we sold out a few events. As well as that, we used our new club, Cubans, which is going quite well. Cubans has been renovated lately, so the new management, and it's looking really well. It's our official club, so every time a UCC student goes to Cubans, we make money from it, and we can put that money back into campaigns and educational help, entertainments, lots of stuff really. So we have more money every time we go to Cubans. It's a good venue, so you should check it out. As well as that, over the summer, the university tried to introduce a student debtor policy, which meant that anyone who was late paying any fees to the university would have a late charge added on, which we were very angry about because it seemed that people who couldn't afford to pay would have to pay more as a result. So we were calling it a poverty tax, we were fighting it. So we discussed it with the university for a long time, and in the end we made it so that it will no longer affect anyone doing undergraduate study, so anyone who's paying the €2,000. And as well as that, anyone who's studying for a repeat or doing a postgrad, if you have any financial difficulty paying it back, it won't apply to you. So it's only going to affect people who won't pay, not people who can't pay. As well as that, the rep elections are ongoing. So we we're in and out of the classroom for the last week electing reps. One thing I'll say is I'd really encourage anyone whose class rep hasn't been elected yet to go forward, or if there's a case that no one went forward from your class, I'd really urge you to go forward. It's really helpful, the training, the experience, looks good in your CV, and it's a good way to give something back to the other students. So I'd really encourage people to do it. As well as that, if anyone has been elected by a department or by their class or by a society and not told us yet, then you can email elections@uccsu.ie with your details, please. Or if anyone has been elected and hasn't yet received details on training, then that same email address, election@uccsu.ie, is who you should get in contact with. Another small thing, well not a small thing, but another thing we did over the summer was that after a lot of campaigning, we finally managed to get a part-time staff position for helping students with budgetary advice and with financial matters. So what that means is someone will be coming in now and half of their hours every week will be devoted to working with students on financial issues and budgetary issues. So it's really helpful for us. It takes a lot of casework off the welfare officer, and it's a really good resource for students. So lastly, there's going to be the county football final on Sunday, and you may not all know, but UCC Club are playing in it against Castlehaven for the first time in a long time, so it should be a really good match. We stand a good chance because it's the college year is back on, so everyone's back together, training together, and it's looking really well. I'd encourage anyone, if you're a football fan or not, to get down and support the college. Throw on a jersey, throw on a scarf, and just show up on the day and cheer for us, because there's going to be a lot of people from Castlehaven, and we don't want to be outnumbered. There's 19,000 of us. If you're an international student, it's a really good way to learn more about Irish sport and Irish culture, so I'd strongly encourage everyone to go along. We're selling tickets for buses to the match from the student box office for €3. Buses leave from outside the Western Star, which is partially owned by players, some of you may know, and they're leaving from the Star at 2 and coming back at 5:30. You can get a ticket from within the box office, and like I said, I'll be going there myself. The whole union will be there. We'll be all cheering, so I'd really encourage everyone to come along and get involved and enjoy the game, because this should be a great match, one way or another, win or lose. So that's everything from me now. If you have any questions or need to know anything about the union, just email su@ucc.ie or president@uccsu.ie, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. And hopefully, maybe you'll be hearing more from you during the year, okay? Thanks. Bye.